Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another post-match carnage from Anfield, where Liverpool's reserves, back up, whatever you want to call them, put in a very nice, comfortable performance, I'd say. We're going to get into it. I thought it was comfortable. Others might disagree. As you can see, I'm joined by Ends. What are you telling me? Football with Ends. Hope you're doing well. But before I come to you, we have live and exclusive footage, fan cams from the ground with Mohammed, our very own Mohammed. I think he has some fans who's going to let us know about the game. Mohammed, are you there? Can we hear you? Live and exclusive from Anfield.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I can hear you. Hope you can hear me too. Yeah,
we can.
Just left the stadium now with my brother here. Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hi.
How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, man, we're both buzzing after the match. I was just having a quick chat with them. We didn't know each other like 5 minutes ago.
We're brothers now.
But now we're best friends. Do you know what I mean? That's what happens when you support the Reds. You never walk alone, and I'm not walking alone right now.
This is what we like. This is what we like. Live fan cams from outside the ground. Live fan cams. But so get us your thoughts. Get us your thoughts from the fans then.
Do you want to give you some thoughts on the game?
Yeah, great game. What can you say? 5-1 with the reserves. Who else can do that? Yeah. You can't complain.
Do you reckon this is the best second team we've ever had?
It's not far off. Not far off, is it?
Not far off.
You've got,
I want to
jump on a YouTube live.
That's close.
Good to see Chiesa getting some minutes.
I've got to love a big Liverpool fan here. Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello.
What was your thoughts on the match, mate?
Good.
Good. Oh, boss. What was your favourite goal out of the 5?
Probably Gakpo.
Gakpo. Which one did you got to?
First one.
Amazing. Well in.
All right, listen, Mohammed. We're gonna let you get to the car, and then I guess we speak. So get to the car and call us in. All right.
I'll leave and then I'll join later.
Yeah. We do that.
All right.
Nice one. There you go, people. Live fan cams. Liverpool fans seem to be nice and content. As N says, bless up all, like the video on your end. We're here to talk about, I don't know how long we're going to stay for. We see how it goes. Mark says, good evening, people. Eugene says, let's laugh at Saeed and United. Liverbird says, buzzing with that performance. On top of it, Man United with 2020. Oh my God. Pixelate Pigeons in the building. He says, big up, smash the like button on the way in. He's not wrong. Ends, what's happening? How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel good. Listen, I feel good, man. Yesterday we had a great conversation about Liverpool Football Club, man, and you know, there was players that people didn't want to see play and you didn't want them in the squad, don't rate them, whatever. It just shows, man, you put the squad together. I didn't think he would have made this many changes. He did. I'll give you your props. You got the team spot on. I feel like you got it so right, you might have had inside news. That was too perfect. If you would have left 2 out, I would have been like, do you know what? Good team.
Guess.
But you put the whole 11 in. Nah, bro.
That was fun, man. Listen, did we count up? Who's getting slapped?
That would have been Zabiri's team, bro. I think his team.
We already knew. I told you. I said, listen to me. I said I already know who's getting the most slaps. It's gonna be Zabiri. Did you get the team spot on? Nick says, I certainly did, bro. I certainly did. Indian Scouts is in the building. He says, big up and smash the likes. Come on, people. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it going. Yeah, man, look, the lineup was a lineup, as I said. Backup squad, reserve squad, however you want to put it. Yeah. You know, I like to think, call it a squad. Look, how many times have we said it's a squad game? And these are the kind of games that the squad has to be utilized. We discussed it yesterday. We had differences of opinion. You thought, nah, we need to go stronger. I was, nah, I'm adamant. I want as many changes as possible. We had a mixed variety of opinions. But when you did see the lineup, apart from like, oh my God, Grizz smashed it. What did you think though about the lineup? Like, how did you think? What did you make of it anyway?
I told you, man, this season I've been so calm, like watching the Reds, man. The way that we're playing, I haven't felt like nervy or going into any game. So when I saw the lineup, I was just like, okay, this is what we're going with. That means the gaffer trusts his, the players and he's kind of happy with what we're doing. I'm like, I just want to sit down and really enjoy us playing, bro. And the first couple of minutes, just to see the reassurance of Kwanzaa and Gomez, just the way that they were keeping the ball and moving it, and they didn't look flustered. They didn't look like they hadn't played in weeks. They just kept it simple, popped it off, receive it back, and we just kept moving the ball. And I was so calm, man, watching this team. And I'm now it gives me a bit more trust in terms of even if we change the whole team, the players can play. Where before, because we didn't have the kind of we didn't have the reference points where he's massively changed your team and you're like, okay, maybe we shouldn't. Now I've seen it and how calm they are. Yeah, we can do this, man. The players are good.
People are saying the word on the street is I might have got the team right, but the general got the score right. He might have some brownie points. He might avoid ultimate slaps, bro. Did he really say 5-1?
I can't remember if he said 5-1. I felt like he did give a high. I felt like he did give a high score though. I felt like he did say a high score.
You know what? He might have got the score right. Look, the lineup. Obviously, I did have a little bit of insight in the lineup, but obviously things change. Things change in the morning, so I wasn't confident because you can have last minute pullouts or change of plans or whatever. But when I heard about the new team, right, I wasn't sure how we're going to actually supply the front boys. Like, even though we're playing 4 attackers, right? With Wataro and Jones in midfield, I thought Jones has been playing. Because of the lack of games these two have played.
Yeah,
I thought it's going to be a bit bitty, a bit disjointed, and of course, like you said yesterday, the back four ain't played together before.
yeah.
So that was always going to be a bit disjointed, and I think that's what. But I'm like you. I like the way we calmed ourselves into the game. It wasn't like a let's go mad type of half. Let's go and kill them. It was like, we ain't played together. Let's get to know each other again. It was like that kind of start, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, literally, as I said, in the first couple of minutes, normally you'd go long and then they win it and then they're counter-attacking and then it's up and down basketball type of game. But the way they kept it so calm, relaxed, popping it about, receiving it back, and then they put their foot on it. I'm like, you can clearly see that the managers, the managers and the coaches are getting their style, their way of playing, their ideas into these players, man. And we've only been able to see it from, say, the first team or the first 11 that plays consistently. We haven't been able to see it from the Gomez, the Kwanzas, because he only had the 45 at the start of the season, got hooked, whatever you can make of that. Tsimikas is always the backup to Robbo, and Trent, obviously, we know plays, so we don't get to see Bradley. But just to see how calm they were and not rattled even after the goal. Because after the goal, in the past Liverpool, it used to be, okay, now this team's going to have 10, 15 minutes where we're back against the wall and then we have to try and find a way to come out of it. And not having any of our key midfielders, the McAllisters, and Gravenberg. Yeah. Today, for me, I'm going to go on a limb. He was my man of the match. The calmness, the options he gave in the midfield, the tackles, the recoveries, the running around, he scans. Honestly, when he's not on the ball, guys watch him. He scans everywhere. So he always have an idea of what pass is next. And today, for me, he was boss, man. I know the headlines will go to the Codys and Mo gets a goal and whatever, and Jota with his brace. But for me, man, just in the midfield, the calmness, reassurance, I'm here if you need me. That was Wataru for me today, man.
Oh, interesting. We'll get the people from the chat. Big up my very own brother Keith Cross is in the building, aka Goldmouth, love from Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Shit, what's wrong with me, man? Love from Abu Dhabi. Hopefully Abu Dhabi is treating him good. And I miss you, bro. Hurry up, man. We need some. If people know my channel, they'll know Goldmouth is the biggest hype merchant on Football Carnage. So yeah, we need a bit of Keith back in the building. Aaron says Nunes was off the ball, was quality. I thought he had this quiet game, but we're gonna get into it. And like you said, look, we start off with the own goal, a bit of madness again. Very unlucky. You know what ends? That's 6. How many games we played now? 6 or 7?
7. You'd say 5 in the league, 1 in the Champions League. This one 7.
7 games and 1 stunning goal from Hudson-Odoi. And 1 own goal.
It just shows you if you keep the ball, it means the other team doesn't have it.
Sorry, Milan scored.
Milan scored as well. But yeah, even with that one as well, man, that wasn't a goal where you're like, oh my days, what a goal. It was a good run and there was no options. They blocked off all the options and he shot. I would have said maybe Ali's position was a bit too far near post. Maybe it's got that slightly off, but who am I to question one of the best goalkeepers in the world, if not the best goalkeeper? But other than that, man, Like we having the ball and the calmness and the way we want to play. And I know some sections of the fan base is going to say it's boring, don't really like it. It's a bit pragmatic at times. Sometimes it might look like we don't have ideas, but keep moving the ball. You're tiring out your opposition. And the moment when we get the opportunities, we have to take it. Today, we got the opportunities and we took them. That's all I can do on that.
People in the chat, obviously we're live, so let us know about the draw as well as it happens. I think the first one's been made, Brentford versus Sheffield Wednesday. Aaron's doing the good deed for us. Keith says, I'm back soon, Habibi. Wife is fighting on the UAE Warriors on Friday. Good luck, Mrs. Cross, of course, every single time. Hope she smashes it. Hope you guys both stay safe and hopefully see you soon. Yeah, look, Southampton versus Stoke. Okay.
Come on, give us something good, man. Give us.
I would have liked either of those. The first 4 teams I would have loved, because Brentford don't look in good shape with a lot of injuries and Vissa out as well. Obviously Tony gone. So I would have liked any of the first 4 teams. I would have enjoyed Brentford, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Stoke. So let's see. Obviously, all the big boys are still in. Man
City's still in. Arsenal,
everyone's in.
So Chelsea won. We did.
Oh, Spurs, Man City. Here we go. Not bad.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Man. Okay, so we don't get none of them. I need Arsenal.
I'm telling you, give us a home draw. Like I told you yesterday, my hype levels, as the thing goes, my hype levels start getting increased, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm not gonna lie. I get engrossed. Look, at the start of the game, the own goal goes up. In fact, let's go through the draw first before we get into the game. So obviously, okay, Wimbledon versus Newcastle or Chelsea. Oh, Wimbledon.
No, I think Wimbledon have to play Newcastle. Yeah.
So that's gonna be looks like Newcastle versus Chelsea. Ends. That's another 2 teams, big teams going out. Broski.
Chelsea are gonna smoke Newcastle though. The way they play,
Chelsea.
I'm gonna give it to Chelsea. They Nkunku and the rest of the gang, man. The way they demolish. And I know that the team they played against is
Man United, who drew to 20 at home in the Europa League. First and foremost, what the fuck they're doing playing on a Wednesday? Get the fuck out of our
It's
Wednesday.
because we play the extra day, don't we?
Brighton versus Liverpool, we got it.
Way as well. Nah, man.
I didn't want that, man.
Nah, because they'll play the first team. Them man, they play ball as
they
well.
don't care, man. They don't care.
Okay. All right, listen, we're here for it.
What it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Tough team. We're gonna have to play a tough team anyway, innit? It's not Arsenal, but Brighton are good. If Arsenal get them dead,
they've got a decent squad, Brighton. They can rotate a little bit, The undercover got a decent little squad, Arsenal got Preston.
That's who we should have gone. Arsenal should have played Brighton, bro. That would have been cold still. We're away from home. Look, the impetus is on them to try and win the game, innit, I guess. They're going to play open, expansive football. Could play into our hands, bro. As long as we keep the ball and we did what we did in today's game, they're going to press, they'll push high, and then we can kill them off with the 4-4.
Look at this, another Premier League tie. So that would mean at least 3 big ties, 3 big teams. So that then, hold on, there's 4 all Premier League ties now.
Newcastle, if they go through, Chelsea, Villa, Crystal Palace, Man United, Leicester, and Man City, Spurs.
And our one,
Brighton, Liverpool, yeah.
5
Premier League.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who drew these. Who drew it, man? Was it done by a computer? I don't know. Man.
No. Who's doing the draw? People, let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
Aka says this draw looks fixed. To be honest, Big Six Diamond. One of my mods on the Big Six show says, "Yo, Uncle Grizz, 10 Hag drawing with 20 Hag is fucking what? Ineos are cooking. Saeed on mental health watch. Yeah, my brother's not having a good time. Oh, Jamie Redknapp's doing the draw. Okay, fair enough.
Come on, Jamie, man, better than that.
Oh, well, so we get back to the game and the own goal. What did you make of it, man? Scramble in the box, a bit unlucky. Wataro, I thought Bradley done well blocking the shot and being the only one who looked like being tenacious about things. And then it's just a ricochet. Yeah, young Kwanzaa must think, what's going on this season, man? Obviously, the golden child of last season. Having a bit of a sticky start, some would say. What are you saying?
No, do you know what? Apart from that first 45, and that could happen to any player on the day.
Yeah.
First Premier League game, you're playing against a newly promoted team. They're going to be on it because they're at home. The crowd's going to be on it. So you're gonna start off shaky, especially if you're not a seasoned pro in terms of Premier League. So Yeah, and then apart from that, he hasn't been able to kind of get back into the squad because of the way Kanate is playing, and he's just been going strength to strength. So you come in today, and you're playing well. He looked calm, looked assured. You know, a couple of little battles here. You know, clean up, little simple passes, and then just a little ricochet in the box where Taro tries to clear it, and then he just creates it in the back of the net. It could just happen, man. But he didn't think about it too much after that. It just carried on. And what I loved as well, there was one little tussle with Antonio when he came on. Antonio thought he got the best of him. He just grabbed him and said, yo, listen, you ain't kind of know it, man. Come here. Threw him on the floor and took the yellow card. And normally, but you know, we used to be a team where we're just so nicey and just
let them go. Yeah.
Go. He's like, listen, come here. You go on the floor. I'll take my yellow card. And
we'll Skirtle used to do a lot of them once, innit? That was pure Martin Skirtle. And before him, Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thou shalt not pass. Like, okay, you've done me. Okay, you're stronger than me, but I'm not letting you get away in a possible goal. We need to do that more. And, you know, we've spoke about it, like sort of the dark arts or professional fouls. No problem. Take a foul, take a yellow card, regroup, and we start again. But look, Kwanzaa concedes, we concede. And like you said, our heads could have dropped. A team that hasn't played before, you know, a young man with Kwanzaa playing, and then obviously Chiesa making his debut.
Yeah.
And it was Chiesa with the assist. First and foremost, lovely play from Gakpo again. Jota started the move. So Jota starts the move with a layoff, right? To Gakpo, I think, plays into Gakpo, and then Jota plays it first time back into his path. Gakpo flights the ball back to the far post. Fede with a shot, obviously. You know what I mean? But that bro, I love Jota, you know.
He's just a killer, man. On his day, he's a killer, bro. Do you know what it is as well?
He just look. He doesn't follow. Do you know in that situation, right? How many times do we see the forward? So because he made that first run near the near post, right?
Yeah.
And he could have easily continued that run and stayed offside. But if you watch the goal again, he makes that run and then he stops his run, and then he watches because he's intelligent. And look, I'm not gonna cuss Nunes, big up Nunes and big up. But I'm just giving an example, analogy. In my opinion, Nunes goes offside there. Jota's so aware of all the situation all the time. He just holds his run and he just stays in the vicinity again. And bro, he sniffs out goals, man, like that.
Nah, he as you said, he started it off, you know, dropping deep. And I felt like we needed to do that a bit more because they started off with like a 5 at the back. I felt like that we weren't doing enough movement and we didn't drop into the little pockets and receive it. And then once he pulled out wide and received it, I knew it. Little ball into Nunes. Nunes flicks it back into him. He plays it out wide and we get things going. Great little clip to the back post and Federico tries to, if he would have scored that would have been a cold goal as well. But you're right. Jota's intelligence, stays on sides, drops back in, and braveness as well, man, to finish that off. Great little header. And then we're back. You know, we're back level. And then from that point on, it was just us. It was just us. They tried to get out a lot of times, and the press, Wataru and Joan just sitting in and screening. But Wataru today, honestly, man, if you watch these type of games and don't give him the flowers, I'm not saying he has to get it in every game if he doesn't play well, but when he does play well, I feel like that we have to give the players flowers, man, when they play well. And today, he was even when they tried to play out, the cleverness from him, he was just there, chest control, simple, play it off. And every time they tried to get out, he was just there. And sometimes I'm like, he can't be in 5 places at once, but for some reason, he was just there. Left side, right side, through the middle. And honestly, today, man, we cooked, man. So that first goal, all Jotas. That was all Jota.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I love the instincts on the guy. He's just born. Now, obviously, he's had a bit of a slow start in terms of goals and performance-wise. There's no problem. There's nothing deep. Like good players, high IQ players will always be there. They won't stay out of form for too long. And he is a high IQ player. I think he's one of the highest footballing IQ players I know because look, he's not the quickest. He's not the biggest. He's not the strongest. He's not got skills, you know what I mean, to pay the bills. You know what I mean? He is just born to sniff out, read the play, and score goals. Big up Aaron, who's doing a wonderful job in the chat today. He's saying we play EFL Cup on the 30th of October, Brighton, and then we play them 3 days later, Anfield. So it's definitely going to be. It's definitely going to be
good.
Go on.
That might be good because I feel like they're gonna
rotate.
Yeah, they're gonna because I think they're the only other unbeaten team in the league, right? I think it's them, Forest, Man City, and I want to say Arsenal. I want to say them 4 teams. Forgive me if I'm wrong, guys in the chat, but I feel like if we know we're going to play each other that close in the Premier League, I feel like they'll rotate. I think we 100. Will anyway.
We will anyway.
Yeah, we will. They'll rotate, so they'll go weekend to have their strength on the weekend, and I think so will we. So it'll be interesting to see who starts in that game.
It'll be a battle of the squads then, isn't it? Really? So we should, you know what? I think you're spot on. I think that's exactly what's going to happen because they're not going to want to play the same team twice.
No.
They're going to, I don't know if they're going to focus on the Premier League though, you know that? Because Brighton can win this, you know?
They started well.
Brighton would be Brighton would be one of my wild cards to win a domestic trophy. Like, I like Brighton. I rate Brighton, man. What are you looking at?
I'm going to look at the table and see where they are at the moment.
No, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. Why you do that? Mohammed's back in the car. You know what I mean? You could keep your glasses on, man. We liked you with glasses, man. You know what I mean? We like you.
I hate wearing my glasses.
Obviously, fresh live from the stadium. Just got back in your car. You see the lineup and you realize, okay, Zuberi's getting the slaps and Grizz is getting the flowers. But apart from that, what did you think? Did you think, okay, did you, like me and Enz just discussed it, did you automatically think, okay, formation? What's the formation?
Well, first of all, I was glad I wasn't getting no slaps because the only one I got wrong was Tyler Morton. Let's not forget that because to be honest, that was quite a wild shout for me. I didn't even think of Jota until you said it. And I was like, wow, that's actually a good shout. Do you know what? I was sitting up at Annie and it's kind of hard, like in a way, to like follow the game from up there. My eyesight's not the best as well nowadays. That's why I wear the glasses. But it looked like it was Jota in behind Nunes at times. Also at points, it felt like a front two in a way. But I've seen that a lot this season. Like when we press with the cam and the striker, they become a two. They become like two strikers in a way. Obviously with Szoboszlai is just a machine and he's all over the pitch. And Jota wasn't really doing that. So I felt like it was more close aligned to like a 4-4-2 in a way than it was to the way that we've been playing like in the 4-2-3-1. But definitely in terms of the press, even during pre-season, it's always been 2 people that have been pressing, the 2 strikers that have been pressing aggressively. So I don't think that changed too much. But yeah, I was happy with the team. As I said yesterday, that was basically the team that I wanted to see. It's good to get the rotation in these kind of games. It's good for the rhythm. Give a lot of these players a chance to play first team football because you never know what can happen. One of the first team players can get injured on the weekend, and one of them needs to come into the team. At least now they've got minutes under their belts, so they'll be coming in there cold. So. Great. I was happy with the team, and very happy about not getting those slaps. But by the way, who's the person that's getting slaps?
We knew I told you lot from day. I was looking at one man and one man only. Zuberi. Yeah. But apparently he got the score right, so he might come back with some firepower.
Oh,
yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, 5-1 apparently. So.
Oh, okay, fairs.
Yeah, so he might say, bro. Yeah, he might say, "Nah, I'm not getting no slaps, bro. You can hold that shit." You know what I mean?
Even so today.
But listen, we've drawn Brighton. Don't know if you found out. We've got Brighton away, and obviously we play them twice in 3 days. We'll discuss that nearer the time, I guess. But ends halftime 1-1. I'm still calm. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? It's I knew it. Look, when this many changes happen, you're not going to get your usual fast, free-flowing football, chances, rhythm, every man knowing what they're doing. As we said, teams need to work their way into it. Players need to build up relationships, even if it's like takes 20 minutes to build a relationship. You need to build it because you need to get it moving. I really enjoyed the left side, you know. Gakpo and Tsimikas. Now, I know Tsimikas. How would you describe? What would you make of Tsimikas? Tsimikas is a weirdo for me, man. I know he's got his detractors. I mean, Mohammed, I'm going to ask you as well. Tsimikas is weird, man. I don't know what to make of him.
Do you know what it is? It's because, you know, from some sections of the fan base, they already want us to swap out Robbo and Tsimikas anyway. So whenever any of them play, the magnifying glass is always there. So they always look for certain things. oh, is his touch? What did he do? Did he win a tackle? Oh, he looks silly here. He looks silly there. There's always that. I feel like it's too much. Today, I felt like he was calm, did what he needed to do. Bowen wasn't in the game, and he's normally a dangerous player that's always causing us problems and scoring goals. Did you say today, he had a great game, Bowen? No, because Tsimikas did what he needed to do within the game, and which was defend first and then attack. Got a decent cross in the box. They cleared it out. Made some good little runs, simple little passes to Cody, and down that left-hand side, they were very, very assured. And then you mentioned, obviously, with the team being changed, and that, at halftime, I was calm, and I think this is the most calm I've been in a long while in terms of when we make
it's weird,
changes.
isn't it? It's weird. Normally, the calmness, it's literally the coach has had an influence not only on the players, but on the fact, like us.
It's like, honestly, when even after they scored, and I'm like, okay, it's 1-0. I looked up at the clock, 23 minutes, I think 24 minutes. I'm like, all right, plenty of time, relax. We'll, just keep playing the football, keep probing. We'll find our way through. And then second half, we just came out and carried on doing the same things. In the yesteryears, it used to be as soon as, the team scored, they'll have like 15, 20 minutes where it feels like we can't get out. We're under the cosh and we're making little silly mistakes. But it felt like after we conceded, we just went, okay, cool, no problem. Carry on doing what we're doing and we'll get the goal eventually. It's weird.
Can I just comment on about the... Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to read. Aaron says, calm but abuse brain farts. Obviously, he's corrected himself. Want to be like with the brain farts. And then, our very own Dazza, ever the comedian, says brain farts are the worst. but yeah, go on.
I just wanted to comment about the calm stuff because I was observing the touchline a lot because I wanted to really see what Slot was like. Bro, that guy is so cool, calm, and composed. It's insane. But on the flip, you know that, what's his name now, the West Ham manager?
Lopetegui.
Oh my God, yo, the guy is constantly panicking, and I felt nervous. Imagine the West Ham players, and bro, I swear to God, yeah, in the second half, what's his name, Somerville, he had a chance, and he must have missed that chance, yeah. And I'm just looking at, I've seen the chance, and then I'm looking at the manager, Lopetegui. Lad, he literally injured himself. That's how frustrated he was.
Yeah, I saw.
Did you see that, bro? He literally injured himself, and then afterwards, after like 5 minutes, he ended up getting up and he was limping. Bro, I watched the game against Chelsea as well the other day, and how much panic he's exuding. Like, I felt nervous. Imagine what those West Ham players feel like. Imagine what the West Ham fans feel like. Wow, it's nasty. Like, he is horrible. Like, honestly, I don't think he's gonna last long.
No chance. I think I'm telling you now, he's gonna be. He was my tip to be the first person to lose his job. I think I'm very happy with that. I think I'm very happy. I think I'm going to get that one right as well. I said Lopetegui is a mad signing, but look, second half, Mohammed, I'll stick with you. Second half, 4 or 5 minutes in, Curtis Jones starts the move where he actually nearly gets dispossessed to start off with, but then he shows great composure. The build-up play continues, and he slips in. He slips in a Xavi-like pass. Curtis has got that in his locker. It's just frustrating that he doesn't show it more and more and more. But I think under this coach, he's going to be pressed to be playing more of those forward passes, like what the job he's done on Gravy. He's going to do. And Curtis, I'm excited for the future with Curtis Jones. You know that. Curtis Jones, guys, hear me out. Curtis Jones is our backup Gravenberch, bro. What are you saying?
I don't know if I'm a big fan of that, but I can't lie.
I said
Gravenberch has showed crazy levels. I can't lie. But you're right. Before he almost got dispossessed before that assist, literally, if you could hear the groans, it was mad. Like, throughout the whole game, there was constant groans whenever Curtis Jones got the ball. Like, people were saying, oh, he's not good enough, is he? Or he's not this, or he's not that, or he's not this. And when he got dispossessed, literally, I felt like people were going to run onto the pitch and kill him. Like, they just went crazy. But then after that, it was just such a sweet pass to Jota, and the finish, typical Jota finish, wasn't it? It was a fantastic finish. Jones has got that ability in him, as you've mentioned. He is a good football player, but I don't know. I think he's just lacking that consistency. If he can get that consistency, then maybe he could be that Gravenberch backup, but I haven't seen that consistency for a very long time. I think last season he started the season well for us.
No, we see it last season, man. We see his
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like last season, we've seen a bit of consistency, and then he got injured. I think that's the only spell in his Liverpool career so far that I've been like, yeah, Curtis is going to be that guy. So that's not really a very long run. I think that was only like 2-3 months, whatever. I hope and pray that he can have that Gravenberch effect and he can be the same level as Gravenberch, because he definitely does have the quality. Yeah, if he's the backup to Gravenberch at the moment, if he gets injured and he has to play against the likes of City or whatever, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, I'll be honest with you.
No, I'm calm with it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a massive Curtis Jones fan in terms of ability. Yes, he hasn't shown enough of it. Yes, he hasn't. He needs to show more. I'm never gonna say, Curtis Jones has shown how good he is, because I think he's better than what he's shown. Because that's how much I rate his ability. But
yeah, he's definitely got ability.
But I just believe this coach will bring the best out of him. Enz, what's your thoughts on Curtis Jones? And obviously the goal, lovely little pass, and then Jota, bang. We already know. Do
you know what it is? Obviously, I'm a massive fan of Curtis as well, man. But
okay.
It's always had the stop-start. At the start of the season, pre-season, he didn't really set the world alight. He looked good in training, spoke well about the manager and stuff like that. But obviously, Gravenberch just took up that mantelpiece and kind of went on. And then obviously he had the groin injury, didn't he? So he's only started to come back and trying to find rhythm. I don't actually look at him as a Gravenberch one. I look at him more of a McAllister.
Possibly, yeah.
Like a backup because for me, I think Wataru can do the job. He might not be able to do it as well as a Gravenberch in terms of the way we've seen Gravenberch do it and the silkiness, the guilelessness that. But I feel like with the double pivot, he will sit in there and mop up like we saw today. But I see Curtis Jones more as like the McAllisters, where he can just manipulate that left-hand side, drift inside, and then find that sweet little pass. I can't remember who he nutmegged. Someone sat down, he nutmegged him with a pass, and then Jota obviously slotted away. But Curtis, man, he always has these stop-start inconsistencies. And I think if he finds the balance, because he'll start well, then he'll pick up a knock. And you're like, bro, come on, man, because you're playing well, and then he finds it hard to get back in the team because you've got hungry players like McAllister, Gravenberch, Sobbo, these man, and you got Harvey as well to come back, and he's hungry as anything. And I know so bad luck he couldn't even be a part of today's squad because of his injury. But Curtis, there's a bright future for him for me personally, but I can understand where some Liverpool fans come when they say, yeah, sometimes he doesn't have it, and I don't think it's holding on to the ball for too long. I feel like he trusts his ability so much.
Decision making. It's 100% timing and decision making.
He trusted himself so well that at times he's like, bro, release it, man. But he in his mind, he's like, bro, I can fan this guy off and turn him, bro. I don't care that he's pressing me. I've got the ball. And sometimes for us, as fans, they'll panic. You're like, oh, just pass it. And he's like, bro, I'm on the pitch, bro. I can turn him. He's anything. And that's what you saw. Obviously, I think someone tried to win it. He got a bit of luck there, turns, drives it forward, and that's when you can see the best of Curtis. Because he skips past people with ease, man. His dribbling is actually cold.
He's very strong as well.
We just have to wait and see, man, where he fits in. But for me personally, I think he's more of a McAllister backup more than a Gravenberch backup.
No, I see that McAllister comparison as well. I'm going to disagree on the Wataru Endo one.
Even Miss Flowers, man, he played well today.
No, he done fine. He done fine, right? But I just like Mohamed. Where is he in the standings and the rankings of the midfield hierarchy? Like, I think he's pretty much just above Tyler Morton ends. You know that. There's no future for him here, man. As soon as we get an offer, he's gonski, bro.
I know this, but I'm just saying. As the time, I don't want to look past him as if he can't stand on his legs and pass a football.
I hear that, man. No, listen.
I feel like sometimes as us as fans, we just the way we speak about him now, and I'm like, there was a moment last season where we was like, Wataru has to start, and all of a sudden now we got the brand new shiny Gravenberch and the Sobbos and the McAllisters playing well. We're like, nah, one Wataru we can upgrade. I'm not saying we can't upgrade, but let's not forget that the guy can play football, man. He hasn't had an opportunity yet. Now he has. He's played a game. And if anyone has an issue with today's game, I'm gonna have an issue.
No. No issue with today.
Like-
But before Mohammed, before you come in and give us your opinion on that, Nasir sends in a super chat. He goes, Grizz, like I told Hussam, Simicast's defensive lapses give me Alberto Moreno vibes. I can't lie. That's a good comparison, actually. He gives me a lot of Alberto Moreno vibes, man. That's a good comparison. Go on, Mohammed, you was going to say something.
I can't lie. Maybe I need to rewatch the game, but you guys are speaking quite highly of Endo. I didn't think he played that well.
No, Enz is speaking highly of him. No, I'm
Really?
thinking he done a job and he put his heart and soul in the game.
Do you-
That's what I'm going to say.
Can I ask one simple question? You said he didn't play well, but now you need to tell me. So make me understand. Why didn't he not have a good game?
From what I seen, I felt like he misplaced a few passes. His tackling wasn't the best neither.
I'm gonna run up his stats. Run up his stats, people. Someone in the chat.
Maybe look, listen. When you obviously when you watch it on TV, maybe you can.
I hear you.
When you watch the full game properly, then you can see it in a different perspective. Like from where I was watching it, I felt like he didn't misplace a few passes. His tackling wasn't the best. But granted, listen, that's his first start of the season. He's finally got an opportunity in a brand new system. Last season, he was a clutch player for us, man. We as you said, Ends, bro, he was fantastic for us last season. He was one of our best players at spells. This is his first start, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of ring rust. He's not going to be flying with this new system that Slot wants him to play. So I'll give him that bit of credit, but I don't think he played too well. I need to watch the game back, to be fair, and I need to see some of the goals back too. I still haven't seen some of the goals.
So passing accuracy, bro, just to help you out. 44 out of 47, 94% passing accuracy today.
Oh,
problem,
geez,
that's fine.
okay.
Just to help you out. Aerial drills, he won 3 out of 4. Ground drills, he had 8 and he won 2 apparently, but I don't know what they class as.
No, don't apparently mean that.
No, because I honestly don't know what they count as ground drills, because I see people tussle for a ball and then they just say automatically, if the ball gets played into your feet, if the ball gets played into your feet and I'm behind you, that's not a ground drill that I'm meant to win.
Look, overall, so far the chat is saying Endo was good. Endo was one of our better players today. Endo did really well. That's a shocking take. Endo was good. Endo was good. Look, and that's fine. Look, if you don't think Endo was good, no problem. I'm evaluating who we're playing against. He's playing up against Suchek and Soler, and who's the other midfielder? But whatever. The point being is, in my opinion, I don't think he has a future at the club. And I think it's very apparent in Slot's opinion, he doesn't have a future at the club. He didn't get his move away. We utilized him today. He done a fantastic job for us last season at our critical time. He was a cult hero for us last season. And today he played very well. No one's shitting on him. No one's saying...
Can I just come in? Because I'm not trying to shit on him, people.
Yeah.
Like, big man thing. But the stats back him up. But honestly, in terms of what I was watching, that maybe, okay, Fizz, as I said, maybe I need to watch the game.
Nah, you did say maybe he was cleaning your glasses at the time. I understand, bro.
I don't know. Big man thing, for what I was watching, the eye test alone, the stats are crazy. Stats can paint a picture, which is a bad thing. From what I was seeing, I was just like, oh, he's having a poor game. But it was kind of understandable, the ring rust, etc. But
I don't think he had a poor game. I think he had a good game. But I just think,
like an average game, he wasn't amazing. You guys were saying that he played good. And furthermore, the goal that we conceded, was he not our fault?
He kind of cleared it.
He tried to clear it, bro. What do you mean he's at fault, man?
He ricocheted up.
Listen, I love Endo, bro. You could go back on the videos that we've recorded in the past. I love the guy, man. He's a little warrior. He's a proper old school football player, and I love that type of player. But he definitely doesn't have a future in this team.
That's fine. That's a fair take.
Mane Happy Run says the Endo agenda is shameless from our fans. It's not, man. We don't do it. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. On this channel, I don't think we do agendas. We say how it is. If we rate someone and we praise them, if they have a bad game, we cuss them. I don't rate Endo, but I can absolutely say he was good today. It's fine, no problem. There's no sweat off my back. I think Keith says he was given 7 out of 10 on the ratings. I think that's about right. I think he had a solid 7 out of 10, and that's fine, no problem. I'm just thinking you're talking levels. We're aspiring to be with Arsenal, Man City. Please tell me, does he even remotely get close to Arsenal, Man City team? No. So then why should we be? He should be looking to get into our team. That's the way you got to like your expectations and your levels have to be there, people. We ain't Tottenham, we ain't Man United, we ain't all these teams. Aston Villa, we're Liverpool Football Club. Endo is fantastic professional, ultimate professional. No one, if anyone disrespects Endo, bro, it's arms house. You know what I mean? But you can't say, you know what I mean, when you got the likes of McAllister and Sabozalai and Gravenberch, you can't say he's on that level. But listen, it is what it is, man.
Bro, I love him. I can see the chat is going crazy. Listen, I love Endo. Don't get me wrong. I love Endo, but maybe I need to rewatch the game and just maybe focus on.
Yeah, watch it again and see how it goes. But
I will rewatch it and I'll see how it goes. But I love Endo, man. What a warrior, man. Come shield, warrior. I love him.
And was you surprised to see the changes as early as we see them? So we're winning at 2-1, and then Salah and McAllister are brought on. What's going through your brain? I'm going to be very honest. I'm thinking Salah, no problem, machine. He don't care. You know what I mean? McAllister, I'm thinking we don't need to risk McAllister at all here. Or what was you thinking? Now the game needs coming. Or I don't know. What you think?
No, I think it was more. I think it's already structured in terms of they're going to make them changes. The manager said Chiesa ain't ready for 90 minutes yet, so you kind of get the idea.
Yeah, that one,
He's also looking and going, right, I've got both my strikers on the pitch right now, and I've got a game on the weekend. One of them has to come off. Who scored? Jota? All right, you come off. I'll leave Nunes on because he, hopefully he can get a goal. And then McAllister's one, it's more to, okay, Wataru, you haven't played any minutes really, have you? He hasn't. So he's probably not 110% in terms of his fitness levels as well. So it's bringing on someone else to calm the game down and keep moving the ball and then keeping it simple. And maybe just to give him a standing ovation like the fans did, apart from obviously Mohamed probably didn't stand when he came off. But
I did definitely. I love him.
But yeah, I think that was more it. It was just more Chiesa weren't going to play 90. You put Salah on. He needed a bit of form as well. So hopefully the goals helped him, to get back to his normal best. And then, both my strikers are on the pitch, so one of them has to come off. We've got a game on the weekend. And then just to bring on the calmness, reassurance in terms of McAllister to, dictate play and carry on doing what we're doing. So I wasn't stressed. I wasn't worried. I thought they were good sign. The one when I saw Virgil stripping off, I said, hold on a minute, bro. Nah, the other guys are fine, bro. Put your jacket on, sit down, man, relax. I didn't want him to come on. And even Robbo's one, I thought Robbo could have had the night off to be fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I get it. He just wants to keep the guys ticking, the certain guys in the team, keep them ticking, keep them playing. And as I said, man, maybe it's the manager effect, man. After the quick goal, he just stood there. He's just like, okay.
Yeah. Light work. Mane have a run. Says we were chasing 4 trophies in March with Endo against Shameless. Mane have a run. I love your contribution. I appreciate the super chat. I think you have an agenda. I think you are Endo's proper agent. Like, man, calm down, bro. We're praising him. We're giving him 7 out of 10. Ends his run through the stats. We've said he done a fantastic job last season, and every time he gives his heart and soul. But we just moving forward. I don't think he's the answer to our midfield issues and problems. Well, not problems, but our future. That's what we're saying, bro. And I think Slot agrees with me. He doesn't agree with you, bro. So I don't know what's the problem, bro. It is what it is, man. But thank you. We appreciate your support always. You already know that, man. I have to run. Quasi's in the building. Big up, Mandem, he says. And listen, Mohamed Salah comes on. And as always, when he comes on, he always seems angry, Mohamed. Salah comes on, gets the 3rd goal. Conor Bradley, who again had a weird game, but I put it down to rustiness, not played much. He done brilliant things. He done lazy things. Do you know what I mean? But this was one of his better things. And Mohamed, he makes the run down the wing, that brilliant run that he always makes. Man's got engine for life. Pulls it back. McAllister with a shot, good save, and then Salah with a crisp. When he hits that first time, sometimes it looks so easy, but it's not easy, man. He gets his customary goals when he comes on a sub. The amount of times he scores when he comes off is mad insane, But that's a sign of a true, proper professional that is watching from the sidelines. Because not every sub comes on and scores. This brother, near enough every time.
It's the mentality, man. He's a proper mentality monster, really. Like, I thought he was class when he came on. Literally, some of the passes, the goal was great. I don't know, man. I felt, in a way, he felt like he was angry, like he wants to prove a point, and I didn't really understand what was going on. Like, he was just going crazy. I thought he played really well. The goal was good. Some of the passes were great. That he was switching over to like Gakpo. And I think he linked up a lot better when with Conor Bradley. I think Conor Bradley's game.
Yeah,
A
definitely.
little bit.
But that's
Yeah.
natural because Chiesa ain't
Natural,
played
of
there.
course,
Yeah.
him and Keisa, yeah, of course, it's natural because him and Keisa have never played with each other before, so it was only natural. But obviously, Salah comes on; they know each other quite well. So the overlaps and the underlaps that Conor Bradley was doing when Salah was on the pitch, worked very well. So I feel like a whole the performance like it lifted when Salah came on, and McAllister as well. Although I agree with you guys. I think McAllister, I don't know why we should have just given him the night off today, and Robertson personally. But Fairs played them, why not? But nah, I feel like when the big boys came on, then the whole performances just went up another level. And Salah, hopefully, he can take this form into the Wolves game, because that's the very important one. Hopefully, he can have that kind of form against Wolves at the Molineux, which is not going to be easy, even though they've had a pretty bad start to the season in terms of like where they are in the league. I think they got 1 point. They haven't won. They drew one game. They've lost the rest. That doesn't really reflect their actual performances. They've played pretty well this season. They are a good team.
They've lost 4 and drawn 1.
Wow.
Yeah, they've lost 4 and drawn 1, but that does
I hate
not
records
reflect
like that, man. I don't want to be the next team up, man, because you know that's
I'm telling you, like literally, the team, they're playing pretty well. Like the front two that they've got, that Strand Larson and Cunha, are pretty good.
Handy.
Yeah, they're very handy, especially that Strand Larson. Like, he is a bruiser of a striker, like a proper old school number 9. He's just trying to bully people and running behind. So it's not going to be an easy game, honestly. We got Ibu, man. I know we've got Virgil. Do you know what I mean? We got a good team. And
no, you're right. We have to handle our business.
I want this Salah, the cameo Salah, to play against Wolves. Not the Salah that we've seen over the last 2-3 games.
It's a good thing he scored as well. I think that will give him a bit more, a bit of confidence back, because the last 3 games he's been like in and out, shadow of himself. So fingers crossed, that goal would have put a smile on his face going.
People in the comments. I don't know if you read some of the comments on the video. The last one ends. They got a bone pick with you about you and your Salah agenda. So everyone thinks everyone's got an agenda, man. So, but we'll talk about it on another show. One I have to run says, "I'm Jones, Endo, Elliot, Gomez, and Simicast agent, brother." You chose some players there to be an agent of, man.
We have to protect them, man. We have to
hard
protect
work
players,
there, bro. Hard work. There was something that big up Saeed every time he's in the building. He says, "Can you donate us some goals, bro? You need goals, players, coaches, stadium, leaks, repairing. You need a lot of stuff, bro. You don't only need goals."
What did they finish?
Bro, 1-1 against 20 at home.
Nah.
Did Rashford get back in the squad because he was dropped? Is Rashford back? They dropped him in the last game, didn't they? Because
I don't know. I don't even know.
Yo, long live Ten Hag, honestly.
Well, listen, 3-1, game set and Salah, as I said. I tweeted, game over, of course. But I was even comfortable. I know they had a couple of scares. But ends. And I know you've given your man of the match, Wataru Endo, but my man of the match.
Wow.
Who I was waiting for him to get on the score sheet so I could justify him being man of the match. And for me, Gakpo continue his, I'm gonna say scintillating form. The guy's he's come in, every time he's shown himself, he's played well. This is the Dutch Gakpo we're seeing now. This is the PSV Gakpo we're seeing now. Have we finally found a position for him? And is he very unlucky that we've got a scintillating, probably one of the best informed left wingers in European football ahead of him? Is he unlucky? Because Gakpo is him.
Do you know what bro, when he was one of my favorite players, by the way, as well. And when he signed, I was like, no, play him left wing. I guess that, obviously the shape and how we wanted to play suited him more, playing through the middle and stuff like that. And I felt that took a lot away from his game, a lot of confidence. Klopp even spoke about it and with that round table interview they did. So now he's playing in his natural position, and now it's just back to old PSV Gakpo. It's 1-2s, cookage, cut in, shoot, and that's all you're going to get from back post, dink crosses, cut across and simple play. And that's it. He's just going to give you a 7 out of 10 in every game now going forward. This confidence, and maybe because he grew the beard, I don't know. When he didn't have the beard, he weren't playing like this for some reason. But now he's got the beard. All of a sudden, he's playing like a grown man. But yeah, he was playing really, really well. But to get the goals, and unlucky not to get the other one as well. Great little save from Fabianski. The one when he cut across and hit the rifle. I'm like, yo,
whoa.
He's I'm happy for him. One of my favorite players, and I loved when we signed him. And I guess a lot of people was cooking him because he was playing in like the false nine, whatever, and he wasn't really utilized as a left winger. There was even games when I'm like, we're using Nunes as a left winger instead of him when he's the actual left winger. Do you know what I mean? And it was just weird. But I get it. It's what was called for. We utilized some of his skill sets in that previous season. But now we're going back to type, man. And going back to type means, hey, whoever gets that start on that left-hand side deserves it because they're both going head-to-head for it. And if you start, I'm scoring. If I start, I'm scoring. It's only good for us, isn't it? It's only good for us.
100%. 100%. Do you know what? Ends, he was describing the way he plays. Like all his moves are very basic and simple, but effective. So if you can do something on repeat, like that's his signature move now. Come inside, no backlift needed.
None.
Powerful shot. Brother has some serious shooting prowess, bro. I'm telling you. And you know what I was thinking, obviously, and before people go mad, just hear me out. Let me land before you hear the name and think, oh man, switch off, unsubscribe, get out of here, man. Grizz don't know shit. What is he talking about? Before you do all of that business, yeah, let me land. Because the way Enz was describing the way he plays, right? He gets the ball, obviously plays on the left, but he cuts inside and he does the same thing. How many times did you do the same thing again and again and again? You know, there's a certain Dutch winger, Iron Robben, but plays on the other side, who you might think, does the same thing again, but you can't stop it. Doesn't mean if he does the same thing again. Iron Robben never needed much backlift. He done the same thing. The fullback knew what he's going to do, but stopping him was a mission. The man made a career of doing the same thing. Bang, 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 bang. Now, Gakpo, 6'3", plays on the other side. Doesn't look nothing like him. I get all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about repetitive movements, repetitive striking ability, repetitive attacking principles that Robben had. I see in Gakpo as well, bro. And he's quick, you know. Gakpo is a powerful runner, and he's only going to get stronger, quicker, and better, in my opinion. Mohammed, what was it like to see Gakpo from live and exclusive today?
Bro, I like that shout about Robin. You know, I can't lie. Honestly, I think.
Do you see it now? People are going to say, "Oh, Robin, what the fuck?" But deep what I'm saying.
Nah, bro. I hear where you're coming from. Honestly, what a scintillating performance, and what a position that we're in because we've got two of the most informed left wingers in the world. What are we gonna do, boys? This is crazy because Gakpo can't be holding bench, Diaz can't be holding bench. It's mad. Both of them are on fire. That game, like, he's my man of the match too, but I think he solidified being the man of the match with the goals. Before that, I think like he, as you said, that he consistently does that, like cuts inside with the powerful running, and his shooting power was just excellent as well. His link-up plays, the 1-2s, fantastic. The way he was tracking back, the way he was pressing, everything in regards to his game before the goal.
Yeah, his work rate was wicked as well.
His work rate was really good, and then he got his goal, and I was like, yeah, there you go, there's my man of the match. And then he got another one, and I'm like, yeah, solidified. Oh my God, what a scintillating performance from him. And we're so blessed, we're so lucky to have him and Diaz. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. Honestly, is there a way we could play two left wingers, maybe?
Well, the thing is, do we even consider or risk playing him elsewhere?
Nah, definitely not.
Keep him where he is. Listen, Diaz said I raised you 2 goals on the weekend. Cody comes in, says I raised you 2 as well. So now Diaz going into the game against Wolves, which I expect him to start. That might even be a hat trick on the day. At this rate, the way that they're moving, and if worst case scenario, say Diaz is even having a good game, you got a hungry Cody Gakpo waiting, like, oh, you don't want it today, big man. Give me that. Yeah. Let me show you. Tag me in. You don't want it today. Let me have it for you, bro. Let me have it. I'll just come off the back of scoring 2. Diaz sitting there with his nice jacket going, I scored 2, and this guy's scoring 2 as well. Nah, I can't be having this. I can't be having this. I wouldn't move Cody. I think the manager might do it depending on the game, or depending if maybe injuries or fitness worries or whatever. Maybe you might see that the slight change. He might be in the middle, and then we leave Diaz on the left. But they'll probably rotate and move and do the fluid stuff. But I think at current with a fit squad, I don't want us to tamper with that confidence that they're both giving. I don't want him to go, oh no, because you're both in form, you go right, you go left, or you go through the middle.
Yeah, like square. Was it square pegs in
round holes?
Round holes. The question is though, do you think Gakpo is our starter on the left wing for like cup competitions, like the League Cup, Champions League next week, against Bologna? Do you think he's the starter?
And then Luis Diaz is the
starter in the Prem? Yeah,
I'd say so.
Yeah.
So okay, then in a couple of weeks when we're playing against Real Madrid in the Champions League or by Leverkusen, is it Gakpo on the left wing because he's cup winger? So Diaz there, okay? Yeah. Because we need to find the balance with the two. Like, we don't know how long this form's going to continue for the both of them.
For the whole season, hopefully.
I hope and pray, and I'm praying that it does. Both of them are on fire for the rest of the season. But there's a possibility Diaz's form could drop, and then when Gakpo comes in, he's not the same scintillating form. I don't know, but it's interesting. He has to find the solution to play.
I'll tell you the reason why it won't happen.
If we don't, what I'm trying to say is, if we don't play Gakpo, then his form will just disappear. So we need to get him those games.
I'll tell you why.
Champions League games, then fine.
It's because of how the coaching staff are working now. They're telling you after games he's got 20 clips. After training he's got 20. So they're always working on how to improve. It's not, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Move on to the next game. We watch a video. Okay, you could have done stuff here. It's individual training and coaching now these guys are offering to these players. And you can see why these guys are on form, and they do it because they're being on a day-to-day after training. Here you go. Let's sit down. These are the great things you did. These are not the good things. Trent is openly told you what he's getting on his side, and all the players are getting the exact same because that's one thing that Arna brought in. So I think their form will stay. Obviously, we can't predict the future, and there could be things that pop up. But if someone's always showing you the things that you're doing wrong and the things you're doing great, and you can just excel in the things you're doing great, and then at the same time fix the things you're doing wrong, you can keep a consistent level of form when you go into games, because you're not going to keep making silly mistakes, but you're going to also improve on the things you're doing well. And I feel like that's why these two are going back for back at the moment. They're like, right, I scored 2, you score 2. I score 1, you score 1. I get an assist, you get an assist. And they're carrying it on. And they may even have
we haven't even seen that effect on. We haven't even talked about the effect on the strikers. Look at our central strikers. Nunes scores on the weekend. Jota says, "Oh, you forgot on me."
Yeah.
Do you know me? Do you know me? So he comes in and scores typical 2 Jota goals. Of course, Chiesa working himself on the thing. Very briefly, quickly, we end up with the Chiesa debut. What do we make of it? And start with you.
Simple, just calm, relax. Didn't expect him to do too much. Obviously they had the low block, so there's not much he's going to be able to do to get him behind. But I think like when the games are open and he gets 1v1 with players, I doubt you're going to stop him. I doubt. But it's just calm and simple, innit? Play and get your match fitness for me, and then we'll get the best out of you eventually.
Mohamed, Chiesa did a good reception. Fans were happy with him. He seems so excited and happy, man. We see training pictures, not training, the warm up pictures when he's coming out to train. He's like an excited child, man.
He's so happy. I love it. I can only echo what Enzo said. Honestly, calm, nice little performance. It's his first start, I think, for like 3 weeks or something like that in there. So honestly, he got himself an assist as well. Let's not forget. Happy days with that.
We take that.
We'll take that, absolutely. But I'm looking at this team that we played today, and obviously it's missing Elliott as well. So let's add Elliott to that mix. Is this the best second team we've ever had? Like, this is incredible.
I think it's up there.
Position by position. I can't think of another.
100% is up there. 100% is up there. And people don't realize the extent of what we just said there. You know that? Like, this is probably like all through the Klopp tenure. Someone tell me a second string 11 that has been strong as this, bro. Because I think let's be honest, Elliott would have been in that.
Yeah, he would have.
1,000,000% Elliott would have been in that. And for me,
bro, let me just say, like last season when we was in the third round against Leicester, it was pretty much the same team, but we had Ben Doak on the right wing. Now we've got Federico Chiesa. Do you know what I mean? It's insane. This team, oh my God, we've got options galore in every single place. Jarrell Kwanzaa is a year on. Conor Bradley is a year on. Both fantastic. Quivien Kelleher, what? He's the best second. What the hell, man? He's an insane goalkeeper. Oh my God, it's ridiculous how good he is. Simicast for all his haters as well. Sorry?
I think it's just because, some sections don't even like Nunes, they don't like Simicast, they don't, they don't like Gomez, they don't like Wataru. Yeah. So all of these players that they don't like come in today and showed you we can offer something as well going forward. It might not be long term, it might not be, for in the near future, but for this season at least, these guys have shown you we can step in at the cold and still give you a good, calm, and collective performance.
Yeah, but big man thing, like even the likes of you just mentioned, like Nunes or Simicast, we could argue that they're not first team players, but they are our second choice players. Nunes is our second choice striker. For me, that's incredible. Like, I love King Origi. Like, I love him to bits. He's given me some of the best memories as a Liverpool fan. But you'd rather have that Nunes dynamic in a way. Let's be honest. I know. Actually. I'm questioning myself.
No, Origi
would have scored you some mad goals given the opportunity.
Origi would have came in clutch. Anyways,
but listen, even during that Shaqiri, Minamino, look, our backups were Minamino and Shaqiri. Yeah, come on, man. This is a huge upgrade. Now we got Gakpo, Nunes, and Chiesa as our backup. Come on. It's mad.
Bro,
okay, I'd say the midfield. I'd say we're one midfielder. Like we were trying to bring in Zubimendi. Yeah. If we had brought in Zubimendi, we would have been cooking differently in terms of squad depth everywhere. And we know Simicast can be improved on. Let's be real. And that'll be insane levels of squad depth. Insane levels.
Do you guys reckon we've got the best squad in the Premier League?
I say we're up there.
Yeah.
No. Don't sit on the fence. Do we have the best?
Brother, after your performance yesterday with sitting on the fence, I'm allowed to sit on the fence.
We got a good squad.
Okay, how about this? I ain't sitting on the fence with this one. I personally think we've got the best squad in the Premier.
We got a better squad than Arsenal, in my opinion. Man City, you'd probably say talent-wise, we look
Midfield.
Across, maybe they're man for man. They might have a few better players, X, Y, and Z. Depends on what you like.
No,
if you look at their bench.
Not forward-wise, not forwards-wise.
No, left side we got. Right side.
Right now, midfield as well without Rodri. Rodri, I'm saying Rodri.
You can count him out now, but obviously.
Yeah, of course. Beforehand, Rodri is different level, but Rodri's not there at the moment, so... Would you take our midfield or theirs? I'm just saying.
I would have taken ours anyway, bro. Like I love the way these men have been playing. Yeah, bro. I love
listen. Listen. Aaron reminds me, ninjas, boys, calm down again.
Yeah.
We're talking too much. All of us here. Shh. We just keep handling our business. Look, Brighton away. We'll discuss that when we get close to the time. Brighton away in the League Cup. I don't really like that draw. I'm not going to lie. But no problem. We're going to play the same team. Let me tell you now. Let me predict the team. It's the same. It's going to be the same.
With Elliot. Is Elliot back?
Elliot will be back, hopefully.
Is it when is this played?
He said November. They need
when's this game played?
I'm sure what's his name said November. Was it Aaron or someone in the chat that was throwing up the timeline?
Okay.
Oh, no, let
me see. But either way, if Elliot's back, of course, amazing. 30th of October, he said. Elliot won't be back. No, Elliot won't be back.
One thing I was disappointed about today, by the way, before you carry on, I don't know why Enyoni should have been on the bench.
We don't know why. We don't know why that one. That one did surprise me, actually.
Yeah. That one there was
taking care of him, man. The gaffer said we're looking after him. He's only just turned 17.
I know.
He's got plenty of years ahead of him, bro. You see how the man tried to kick off Salah's leg today? Nah, bro. Leg trade.
I know. Crazy. But a little 5-10 minute cameo would have been nice. That's the only part that I was not happy about.
Yeah. I hear that as well. I hear that as well because we all agree. I think we all absolutely agree that guy's got a future. God willing, if he stays fit and healthy, he's got a future. But Liverpool have got a future. We have got a future. Let's keep it moving. Wolves is the next operation. You know what I mean? We're just going to systematically go in and do surgeries on all these teams quietly. You know what I mean? put them to sleep and operate on them quietly. That's what we're handling our business, people. It's ninjas. Hope you guys have enjoyed that little quick stream. We even had fan cam from Mohammed live from the stadium. We had ends in the building as well. Thank you, brothers. The rest of you guys, over 200 of you guys still in here, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. I will be doing a quick pre-match to the Wolves situation. We'll do our predictions, lineups. Let's see who gets slaps. You know what I mean? And who gets the flowers, who gets the slaps. And then we'll take it from there. Peace. This has been Post-Match Carnage, over and out.